What is up, everybody? I'm back with another Escape from Tarkov video. Before we kick things off, I just wanted to say that I'm shooting this on December 24th, and by the time I upload this, it'll be December 25th. So I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody. If you guys don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. I hope y'all have decent times with your families and have a good winter holidays. And another thing I like to say is I stream Escape from Tarkov almost daily. The link will be in the description down below if you guys want to see. I answer questions on stream, and we have a real good time in there. So if y'all want to see that, be sure to check it out. With introductions out the way, let's get straight into it. So today we're going to be focusing on early wipe and how to earn money, how to maximize profits using our scav runs, and most importantly, how to level up ourselves and our traders so we can get unlocks to better weaponry and better armor. On top of that, I'm also going to be talking about some items that we should keep and some items that we can sell. I'm going to be going over what items we need to keep and how to distinguish which items we should sell or not. First things first, let's talk about scav runs and versus our PMC runs. And most importantly, let's talk about how we can use our scav runs to maximize our profits. So number one, I just wanted to get it out the way. I know a lot of players already know this, but for the newer players, on your scav runs, your quests do not count. For example, if I have kill 5 PMCs using an SVD on customs and I play customs and with my scav I kill people with SVDs, is not going to count towards my quest line. Neither if I kill scavs, none of the quests will count. Neither does the XP come over or do the skills come over. Your PMC and your scav skills are separate from each other. Therefore, you can have a much higher endurance, strength, whatever it might be on your PMC than on your scav. But what does carry over are the items you take out of the raid. So for some quests, we will be needing items found in raid. And for these items, we can use in our PMC quests. For example, these would be the flash drives, the gas analyzers, the Saliwa kits, stuff like that. And I know a lot of people already know this, but we're going to be going over much more important tips. And that's just one thing I wanted to get out the way. All right, so I'm going to be explaining how I use the scav runs and how I distinguish what I sell versus what I keep. So main rule of thumb that I use is if I know it's for a quest or if I know I need it for my hideout, I will take it and I will keep it. And the way that you can distinguish this is I have a video up on my channel. I'll link it in the description down below. And I'll put it on the top right now of knowing which items to keep and sell. More importantly, I'll be showing you up on screen all the items you're going to need for your hideout and for your quests. So you guys can observe that right now. You can pause the video if you need to. And a lot of these items will need to be found in raid. For the hideout, they don't need to be found in raid, but it's nice to have them. All right, so basically the most important thing we can do to maximize our scav runs in the beginning as much as we possibly can. So that means every 20 minutes when I have the chance, I need to use my scav run. I need to go, I need to play whichever map I want to play. At the start, I would recommend if we're going to play for quest items, we should play customs. And if we're going to play for gear and weaponry, we should play factory. And now the main reasoning for that is on customs, it's a spread out map. We're not going to be running into players as much and we're going to be able to loot. And on factory, there isn't as much loot, but there's a lot more scavs and player scavs that we can be fighting and getting their weapons. And that draws us to the next important point. Which weapons should we keep? Which armor should we sell? And then on. Well, with quests and hideout out the way, like I showed in the beginning, we know we need to keep our white soft armors. We know we need to keep some of our black rock, stuff like that for found in raid quest line. But for weaponry and armor that we might not need, it's important to remember if you're going to use it, should you keep it or should you sell it? So whenever I look at weapons, for example, right now, we can look at my hideout. I know that I need this white armor for a quest, so I'm keeping it. I know that I can use some of this SKS, this Beretta, so I'm keeping it. Anything that I haven't needed or I'm not going to use in the future, I have already sold. This M700, I've only kept because you spawn with it, you start off with it. This Saiga 12, I've only kept for my shotgun quests in the future. And these M4s and this MVR, I've kept because I do not want to use this in the beginning of the game. These are more later on weapons to be used. I'm keeping this shotgun and this Mosin for my quest later on. And this AK-74 I'll be modding in the future. I'm keeping these soft armors and this level 3 armor and MP5 to use in my raids. And more importantly, I'm keeping these sort of armors, you know, headphones, stuff like that, SSH helmets. If we look in here, I've kept a bunch of different helmets and different headphones. And I've kept those and I've sold anything like AKMs or scav guns that I might not have needed. A great example would be maybe sometimes I'll sell some shotguns, MP153, stuff like that, that I can use for extra money. I'm not really rich right now. I'm at 700K, but I've been searching for quest items mainly. As you guys can see, I have my flash drives, I have my graphics card. I'm ready for those quests. I got some mustaches. I even have a shroud mask ready for my Kappa container. I am going for Kappa. If you guys want to see my progression through Kappa, I'm already at level 9. I streamed all of today, the first day of the wipe, and the link will be in the description. Alright, now let's talk about which items I've kept and why. So I've kept some of these kek tapes because I know I need it for the raid, nails, gunpowder, capacitors, stuff like that, because I know I need those for my hideout. I've kept fuel because I know I also need that for my hideout, gold chain for a quest. I've kept quest items and hideout items. I've already listed that in the beginning of the video. Hopefully you guys got through that. Most importantly, I've kept backpacks. I've kept tack rigs that I know I'm going to need for extra space in my raids. You know, they're not extremely good. I'm not willing to sell them because I could be using them, but at the same time, I'm not going to be totally sad if I die with it because it's not that great. Another smart way to maximize your profits, if you have an alpha, gamma, beta, whatever container it might be, save some space. In the beginning, you know you might not have your full gamma, and whenever you're in raid, be sure to put high value items inside of your gamma container. For example, this graphics card right here I found on a customs raid in a stash. I died in the raid, but because it was in my gamma container, I kept the graphics card, and I'll be using this for my Bitcoin farm in the future. Now, some of you might be asking, what kind of gear and weaponry should you use in raids that will maximize your potential? And whenever we talk about early game weaponry, I say stay away from pistols because everybody's using pistols. Try to use rifles that pen level 3 armor. The greatest thing I could recommend is going into scav runs and finding ammo and weapons in there. For example, I found a lot of BT ammo today that I used in a AK-74 run. As you guys can see, I still have some left over. I found some FMJ-SX, but I won't be using that until I unlock mechanic level 4 with the MP7 deal. You guys can also see this SKS is a great weapon to use. The PS ammo is super cheap from Prapper, and we can also buy the SKS from Prapper for around 23k. And the PS ammo is dirt cheap. It comes in at 91 each bullet. We can buy an entire stack for 5k. And this ammo does pen level 3 armor. You will be able to one-shot to the head almost anybody. A lot of people aren't even running armor at this point of the game, so it's great to use right now. Also, if you find BT ammo in your raids, it's a great idea to use it. A lot of people won't even have level 4 armor, but this will pen level 3 and has a chance of penning level 4. I see a lot of people running M4s and MDRs right now using the M855 ammo. That's also a great option as Peacekeeper sells it, and a lot of people start off with it. Peacekeeper sells it for $2 each. It's fairly cheap, and it pens level 3, one shot to the head with automatic weaponry. Alright, and on to my last point, I just wanted to say that we should be doing our quests as fast as we possibly can in the beginning. If we do our quests, it will level up us so much faster than just going into raids and try to kill players. I cannot stress this enough. When I was new to the game, I would not do any of my quests. It is very, very, very important that you guys do your quests. Some of these quests can be a little tricky, it can be a little hard. I have some guide videos on my channel for quests. There are a lot of other resources on YouTube to be using for your quests. As you guys can see on screen right now, I've done a few therapists, few prepper quests. I haven't started on some of my other quests. I've done one mechanic quest. My security quest, I still need a tall shotgun right now. And if I was a high enough level and if I kept doing my quests, I would unlock these higher level traders. It's important to get your traders maxed out as fast as you possibly can. I cannot stress it enough. Your weaponry, your armor will be so cheap. It will be like you're running level 5s with insane ammo every single raid for dirt cheap. And a tip I can give for doing our quests is to know what quest items you need. Keep them. Even if you think you can get them in the future, just keep it so you'll have it ready when you're at that quest. For the quests that happen to be kill scavs, pick this item up, survive with it, you just have to do those. There's no real tip or way of doing it. You just gotta go in and get it done. Now for the quest where we need to collect items, it's a little different. We should be collecting these items and keeping them. Even if you feel like it's a common item, it's always good to keep it because I've always had that problem. Last wipe, I didn't get to Kappa because I stopped playing midway through. I didn't keep a lot of the items like BlackRock tactical rigs that I should have. I thought these tactical rigs were so common, but I never even got it done. And yeah, basically it's a little hard to say everything in one video and try to spread a lot of information at once. For newer and intermediate players, this is all I can really give. Some advanced players might already have all this knowledge. I just want to help y'all out. If this video was informative and you guys like these type of videos, be sure to drop a sub and like on this video. Help us get out there. I do my best to spread knowledge. I do my best on my streams and on my videos. Hopefully this helped you guys out. And yeah, happy holidays. Peace out. Have a good one.